Hey everybody, welcome to Fonecallz. I am Vinny D'Agostino, and with me is a very, very fictional guest.
I'm Santa Claus. Oh.
We've got Santa in the studio.
Hello?
Thank
What's
you
up,
for
you
having
big-
me, Vince.
You're very welcome, Santa. Thanks for being here.
Of
The
course.
workshop must be...
Oh,
I mean,
we're jam-packed. Oh, we're really hitting the ground running, Lots
Yeah.
going on.
I'm surprised you can get away even to make time for me during this season,
I don't do anything. All my slave elves do it. I just sit
Okay.
around and get fat and drink hot chocolate, and they do all the hard work.
But you're probably there, minding the factory, making sure everything's getting made, quotas are
Nope.
being filled.
Nope, I could
No?
care less.
Okay. What if they don't do anything? What if they're like, fuck you, we're not working this year?
Then kids get no gifts. Whoa.
Are the elves, are they in a union? Do they unionize?
No, we have to put a stop to that. Even chitter chatter, they get fed to the polar bears.
But they can stop working, and that's fine.
No. Then
So
we'll
you just
grind
kind-
them
you
up.
just kind
We'll
of
grind their little
contradicted
elf
yourself.
bones up if they
But
stop working.
I just asked, what if they decided not work, and you said then the kids don't get toys. So you seemed lax a moment ago.
Yes, that's true. Well, Vince, it's because I'm making all of this up, because really I'm not Santa. I'm Aaron. And I've been wearing this for an hour because I didn't know that you had to install RAM on your computer, so I put this on like an hour ago. It's just sitting in my bed waiting for you to text. Julia's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "I'm waiting for Vinny."
Yeah, I didn't have to install the RAM, but I wanted to. I needed to see the difference.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it made a big difference.
Dude, the holidays are just right around the corner. We got Christmas. We got Hanukkah. We got Kwanzaa. We got the New Year. We got Shibba Dibba Doo. We've
Are you
got.
excited?
Oh, dude. Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, dude. For Christmas. What are you more excited for, Christmas or the New Year?
I'm usually more excited for Christmas.
Heck yeah, dude. If you said the New Year, I'd be like, what are you talking about? Could we start there? Could we start by talking about how, like, New Year's is usually a bust? I mean, just in my experience, maybe people will be like, what are you talking about? No way. But
Dude,
in my life, the experiences I've had on Christmas versus New Year's, I've had some fun New Year's with friends and, but it tends to just be like,
Dude, yeah, I've had some good New Year's, though. I've had the best one.
What are the best? Like, what are you doing that it's like the best ones? What have you done?
Mushrooms.
Wow, Vin, way to live in the real world.
That was just one time, though. That was just once. I remember being... Do you remember the year 2000? Because all the Y2K stuff?
Yeah,
I was just thinking I think when the ball dropped, I was at my aunt and uncle's house. We'd always go to their house for New Year's. And no one told me the ball was dropping. I was in the basement. I was watching like Big Daddy or something. I'm watching Big Daddy, and all of a sudden I hear like, oh. And I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, at the turn of the millennium, I was in a basement watching Big Daddy.
hey, there's worse things than that.
There are worse things, but I wanted it to be.
Do you
more
think they left
special.
you down there on purpose? They're
I don't know. I mean,
Vin's
the
gonna
more
come
I
and
think about it,
damper the
more-
whole thing. He's that little shit's gonna come run around and
Probably. They didn't want me to go like, happy
we did the Y2K New Year at my neighbor Ralph and Sherry's, and my dad snuck down to his breaker box, and as they counted down, he turned off the power to the whole house. Because you remember how like that was the thing. Everybody thought like, oh, like what's gonna happen? Like everything's gonna reset. All the power is gonna go out. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And the whole house went down, and I just remember my neighbor like, you know how many clocks I gotta reset now? But it was really fun.
Dude, wasn't there behind the scenes like actual work that needed to be done to ensure that things didn't go haywire?
I don't know. I've never read up on it. All I can remember hearing was like the concern was that wasn't the concern that our computers, like our computer systems weren't they weren't programmed to roll into the new year or something. So they thought when like, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm sure you could like dig up more info. They just thought it was like
somebody said like, somebody explained it to me once in a way that it made sense, or like it would have been bad. Maybe not as bad as everyone thought it was going to be, but yeah, I kind of wish I know more about it.
It sounds like an upcoming Netflix doc. Netflix, if you're listening.
I'm surprised it's not already. There's got to be something Y2K doc. Because the big thing was computers could only have like they only programmed computers to do 2 digits for the date. And so then they would need to do 4, because if it was 99, then it would go back to it would reset. And then there was something like with like if people had payments, if you had like time sensitive payments or basically time sensitive functions would have been thrown off. Maybe the computer at the nuclear power plant had a time sensitive nuclear waste dump switch that then in the new year would not have worked.
Oh no, how did we not foresee this?
Bang. Dude, that's what I always think about in post-apocalyptic scenarios and things like that, where all of a sudden there's like no people. Is like, do nuclear reactors just like blow if there's no one tending them?
It depends on your. Well, in what scenario are you like thinking like rapture, like where like people just like all the like religious people just disappear and then like.
I mean, imagine like. I mean, sure, like, but even something where, like, let's say there was like a virus that actually like killed like a.
Are you just thinking like mass, like quick, because like, even stuff like that, like you would shore up. Like I think there's ways to cool down and power down a nuclear facility that's not like detrimental to like. What is like a proper way to do it?
What if you had to figure it out?
Oh God!
You're in town, all of a sudden, and like, you got to go there and read the manuals.
I better hope they're in English. And then, even if they are, I'm gonna be guessing. Oh
the
man, I'm just thinking of Chernobyl. I'm sweating just thinking about it.
I never saw it.
You never saw the series?
No.
For real? It's like one of the best miniseries ever made. You gotta watch it.
No.
Dude, have Game Goth like just watch it. Just stream it. Just seriously.
Can I? Can I do that?
I don't know. I'm not gonna. This is not legal advice, but do it.
Okay. Hey, who cares? Who cares?
It's really awesome, and it's only like 8 or 9 episodes or something. But and then you should do it now because Craig Mazin, the creator. He's doing The Last of Us on HBO that comes out in January.
He's doing The Last of Us?
Yeah, man. And if you saw Chernobyl, you would know how big of a deal that is. Also, creator of The Last of Us is also attached to it, so that's good too. But still,
I'm actually glad you brought that up because just watching things in general, because I had this thought earlier. I was like, I'm going to bring this up. Did you see All Quiet on the Western Front?
not yet, but it's on my list.
It's cool. I haven't. It's like 2.5 hours. I didn't even finish it. It was because it was late, and I was like, I'm not saying anything about the movie. It's just like, but watching like war, just like there's just a scene where there's just like there's trucks moving people. That's it. I'm just watching it. You know, everyone's got their gun and their uniform, and it just takes a lot of ambition. It takes ambitious people to facilitate a world war. You know, it just takes a lot
I'm
of
not
like.
quite sure I understand what you mean.
I just think that like if people were less ambitious, we wouldn't have things like a world war. It just took so much. I mean, just the energy, the planning, like that's no small feat. Like
Yeah. I mean,
doing world war. I think
you're gonna do a war. Don't do a war. You know what? Oh, if only everybody thought like you. How we could go to war, but
that's just so much work.
So much work. We should just hang out and chill instead.
That's why I think
let's avert it.
I want to make a movie. I want to make kind of like a dystopian movie where it's like if like kids are tested and like if they're kind of like too ambitious or like too high of IQs, they just get killed. So it's just like very mid-range people walking the face of the earth.
And you think that would be better than where we're at now?
Yeah.
You think it's the high IQ'd people that are like running the world on the ground?
No, because you need dumb people. You need the ignorant masses. But people who are very ambitious, because you could be dumb and be ambitious. Ambition is not a measure of intelligence. So I just think people who are like way too ambitious, kill them. No more.
Wait. Now you switched it. Is it ambitious or intelligent?
No, I said. I don't believe ambition is tied to intelligence.
I know, but at first you said people who are too intelligent kill them, and then you just said people are too ambitious.
No, because you made it. You constructively criticized the idea, and so I'm walking back. We don't need to kill smart people. Just people who are too like got a lot of drive.
Yeah. Would you not die in this scenario? Be careful,
no, dude. I'm not.
Oh, okay, slacker.
I don't think I'm that. I wouldn't. I'm not like. Let's organize a front. Ambitious, like.
I mean, that probably falls to not many people.
Let's do a draft. Like who's. Like we gotta do a draft. Like. We got to get all these people. We got to organize. They got to line up. We got to give them uniforms. I mean, when you watch the movie, you'll see they kind of go through a lot of the steps, and it just takes like just like man, they just people really were like, yeah, we're gonna do this. Let's organize this.
Yep, it happened, and it gonna keep happening.
Twice. It might maybe even a third time. We've had many world wars. Proxy.
If it happens a third time, there probably won't be a fourth time for a long time. What do they say?
What's that quote? The Einstein quote is like, I don't know what World War III is going to be fought with, but the World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Does everybody get it?
What? That quote?
Yeah, I was joking. I was going to like explain it, but no, it's pretty obvious.
No, tell us. Explain it.
Well, in World War III, they'll use nuclear weapons and
laser guns.
And it will likely wipe out a lot of the population, but also the radiation will morph humans and we will become one with nature and we will utilize this evolution, this radioactive superpower to shoot sticks and rocks from our nature guns that have now morphed onto our bodies. That's what he meant.
You know that Ralph Bakshi movie?
That was so stupid.
No, dude, no. I'm gonna help you out here.
Yeah, please.
You know that Ralph Bakshi movie, Wizards?
Oh yeah, the animated one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Part of the lore of that film is that there's magic in the future, and magic. I'm pretty sure that magic is just kind of like it's just radiation, like it's what radiate. Like we bombed ourselves into annihilation, and then eventually that. And someone even once pointed out that in the intro of with Finn and Jake, what's the Adventure Time?
Adventure Time, yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, when they're zooming into the planet or something, you see like a nuclear something, and it's like, oh, magic. That's where magic came from.
Yeah, it's just tons
like
of radiation.
Yeah,
dude, there's something I love about the world of like Fallout, the video games. Granted, I didn't play the earlier ones, but number 3, a little
is
bit
that
of
New Vegas? Or
no, number 3 was separate. It was 3, the New Vegas, then 4, and then what was it 76? I didn't play, but man, just the worlds
Cleveland.
that they like that they built around the idea of like, you know, this huge nuclear fallout, and just like afterwards, and like taking medicine, you know, if your radiation spikes in your body, and paying with bottle caps, and like the mutants and ogres you fight, and it's so cool. It's so cool. Those games are just great.
Are they making any more of those?
Well, was 76 came out, and it got pretty panned, but I think they kept adding stuff to it. Like they kept like tinkering with it and adding patches, because it's like a big multiplayer experience. But I don't know if it ever really like jumped off like they hoped it would. Like, yeah, I don't know. I hope they make another just standalone single player experience like 4, because that was great. But not sure if they will. Modders, dude. Modders have taken the old games and manipulated and created entirely new games. Like I think Fallout London is coming out. I might have mentioned it before. It just cool. If I was a game developer, I know it's probably it probably doesn't make much sense from a profit standpoint, but opening your game up to modders to just see what they can do with it is just so cool. Like I would be so tempted to just create what you want to create and then be like, okay, like let everybody do their thing, because I mean, the modding community is unbelievably talented, and seeing what they come up with. I mean, people are still modding Skyrim, dude. You go on YouTube and you like look for like new videos of Skyrim, like people put layers and layers. I mean, people are modding Doom, the original Doom. Have you seen any of those? I should send you some. Like people like do new sound effects packs, new like atmospheric lighting. Like they have Doom with like ray tracing, and like it's awesome. It's so cool.
Leave it to the internet, man. People will just, it's just you put it out there. Someone's going to take it. Someone's going to make it cooler, better, upgrade it, do something wild, wacky. I want to bring this back to holidays though. I would
like maybe
what game?
New Vegas for Christmas, yeah. Or
what
if we're going video games,
like, little boy.
Oh boy,
you always get me video games for my birthday. The last few birthday presents you got me were video games.
You know what, Vince?
What?
Oh yeah, I did. I got you Outer Worlds.
You got me Outer Worlds. You got me Wolfenstein. Well, I think just those two. No, did you get me Doom, or did I get Doom?
I either got you it, or I like pressured you into getting it, because I was like, you're gonna love this.
I had to delete it off my PlayStation.
Yeah, probably ate up a ton of space.
There's like 91 gigs.
We just got to get you the new system, dude. We got to get you a PS5. 5.
Yeah.
Everybody
I think I'm set
on here,
on getting a 5.
We gotta get Vince a PS5. We gotta.
Yeah. We gotta get it.
Dude,
So,
link your Venmo or link your Cash App, Vin. Who knows? You
Join that
could be your lucky
Patreon.
Christmas. No, not the Patreon, dude. That goes to me. We split that. You need your own fund for the PS5.
Well, Game Goth, when he streams, he throws up links to his depository, financial depository accounts.
Smart.
He hasn't
It depends
made
on how
much.
I think you're see, because what's cool about the PS5 is you can play your PS4 games, so those won't go to waste. Everything's going to be better, faster. You'll have more space on it. Still play multiplayer if you want to jump online. Trying to think if you would, because you don't PC game anymore, dude. Do you have any games on your Steam?
I have a few. I just when it comes to streaming and also playing, I just try to. I'm like, if I don't have to use my computer for both, because it's not like I have a laptop. It's not like I have a big old fucking water cooled thing.
Yep.
So, I can play some stuff on it. Someone told me I should play Escape from Tarkov on it.
Oh yeah, there you go, Tarkov. I know some people play that.
Bro, if you want to play something cool, Game Goth just finished Resident Evil 7 and 8.
Yeah, you were talking about it. You like them?
Uh-huh. They're cool. If you want to like just have a nice little fun experience, like a nice cool story to play through, that's like also like fun to play 7 and 8.
Color me intrigued.
Yeah. They're fun.
Okay.
Anyway, dude. So yeah, for Christmas, you want a new game? What new game you want to do? If you want Fallout?
No, I was just using that as a segue. I wouldn't mind Fallout, but I would love to dive into number 3 again. Just go back, and that game was so fun. But I did put God of War Ragnarok on my list.
Yeah,
because that looks great. I'm currently.
Do you have memories of sitting on Santa's lap? By the way,
going
to the mall. Do you remember like going to a mall and taking pictures with the?
I think I might have, but I don't remember any.
With your local bearded diabetic.
Do you?
I don't know. No, I don't have any vivid memories of doing that. Like, I'm sure I did, Like, there's got to be... I'm sure I did. I've seen it so many times in movies and TV shows that I don't know if I'm remembering a scene from a movie or a TV show, though.
Was this A Christmas Story or was this my life? You'll shoot your eye out.
Sitting on Sandy's lap.
Yeah, dude, there's nothing like... That's what I'm excited about. My daughter's getting older because they're starting to understand it. And, like, I remember that time, like, racing downstairs
it's not
to
real?
see the presents and, like, leaving cookies out. Or just, like, do you remember, like, just the night before, you'd get
dude, it's the best
giddy, man. You'd be like, oh, he's coming. Oh. It's truly a magical time.
A man is going to come into our home. Gifts. He's going to leave us gifts. We'd always come to the bottom of the stairs, and my dad had the video camera.
He was
He'd
ready
always
to
be
go.
like, wait, don't come down yet. He's got to get his camera. Wait, hold on. And then we come down like, oh. And just rip the paper off and just, new game. Oh, my God. Dude, the best Christmas ever. Getting the first Xbox with Halo. Dude, that was the fucking shit. And then we tried to play online, but we didn't have some piece. There was some like thing you needed to like, so your Xbox can connect to a network. It was essentially like a little Wi-Fi thing.
Yeah.
And my dad didn't get that part. So we drove out. We found a store that was open and had it on Christmas.
Nice.
And then we played online. You're just playing Halo online.
Was that your first game playing online?
I think so. Yeah, that was the first
I'm trying to remember mine. Yeah, it probably would have been
right? There
something...
wasn't anything else.
I didn't have the first Xbox, and PS2 I can't ever remember playing like online. I know that you could, but I don't think I ever did on mine. I think the 360, I think the Xbox 360 was my first time like really playing online, and that was Gears of War, and we played a lot of Perfect Dark. Remember?
Yeah.
And
wait,
what else?
would it have been the 360 or would it have been that? Maybe. Oh no! Hold on. Now my memory is. Hold on.
Yeah.
You're shaking up.
I don't remember if the first Xbox had.
But did the first Xbox have Halo,
Yeah.
or did the 360 have?
Yeah,
Halo?
the original Halo came out for Xbox.
Fuck. Because I remember the first Xbox was the big black one.
Yeah.
But my memory of playing online was plugging the thing into the white one.
Oh, yeah. Then maybe it was on the 360 that you.
Yeah,
maybe it was like
I'm
Halo 2 or something. I don't know. I'd have to go and look it up. But
I think
man,
you're right. I'm all jumbled.
remember like LAN parties? Remember when we would get everybody together and
we had
that one crazy one. We had literally like 3 levels of this house, this big sleepover. Like there was kids in the basement, there was kids on the first level, and the kids on the second level, and we were like had Ethernet cables like running down through each of them. We had I don't know, what was it, like 16 player? It was awesome. It was just so
you got
sweet.
the context. You remember the context around it though?
Vaguely.
Because it was. I think it's fine if we say his name. Like I'm not gonna say his last name. It was at Viral's house.
Yeah.
And his parents were like, his dad was like a doctor, and it was in 2000, and there was that earthquake off the coast of India, and like it was like a big like natural disaster. Like it was really bad, and his parents went to go help, and so Vera was home alone, and he was like, "Party at my house."
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny, considering.
Jeez.
Dude, sick. There's an earthquake. A bunch of people are dead. His parents are going over there. We're going to have a LAN party at his house.
That's awful.
I know. That's why I had to bring it up. Yeah, that was cool. LAN parties were the shiznit.
So for Christmas, you're taking the trek back to your homeland this year.
Oahu.
How's that feel? Are you excited?
Oahu. Yeah, I'm excited to see everybody.
It'd be a nice little reunion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah. And then you're staying through the new year?
Yeah, I leave New Year's Day. So I can't get too crazy New Year's Eve. I can't get too wacky wild. Because I think my flight is like oh shit, I just remembered. I think my flight is like 8 a.m.
Good Lord. Why would you do
know.
that to yourself? Let me guess, it was like a really cheap flight or something.
I mean, it wasn't cheap. That was the cheapest, you know?
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that,
Not looking forward to that.
Well, it won't be
whatever,
bad.
dude.
Just don't go crazy.
I really don't anymore anyway, so it's fine.
Dude, last year I was asleep at like 10:30.
You've had diarrhea the last like 3.
I have.
You had like stomach bugs like.
I had the stomach bug the last year. I think it's probably on a podcast. Actually, I think we probably talked about it. But yeah, I was like in bed super early. It was a really big bust. But that's how New Year's is for me. I don't know what it is. You know what a vivid memory for me is of New Year's? Julie and I were sitting on the couch just watching like the Dick Clark special or whatever, and Mariah Carey had that really, like, she bombed, like she tried to lip sync her song and got all messed up and flustered and ran off. That made my night. Yeah. I was like, this is hilarious. Like, this is a good New Year's. That's all it takes for me.
It's kind of like, will the hedgehog see its shadow? It's like, will the pop star fuck up their lip sync? If they do, it's going to be a really funny year.
Would you ever go to Times Square to celebrate?
No, that sounds like a bad time.
I know.
Remember?
Like, everybody I talk to says that, and I'm like, how does it still packed with people? Like, so many people like want to do it.
Don't you? Did we talk about it on the Thanksgiving episode that people will wear diapers to the New Year's?
Yeah,
thing?
That's right.
Yeah, there's just so many people, and bro, I don't know. I don't want to get too morbid like the last episode. So, I mean, but I just something might happen, dude. And normally I'm like, no, it won't. But
Well,
dude, I was walking through a mall with Sam a couple weeks ago. Like, it's a pretty empty mall, and I'm like just thinking like, you know, that feeling like, oh, a shooting will never happen to me.
mhm.
Like, that feeling is gone. Like, oh yeah, it could absolutely happen.
Yeah,
So
sucks,
I just feel
doesn't
like it does suck. It's shitty.
Yeah, it's.
But anyway, dude, the holidays are fun and cheerful times. They're also not, though. People get all stressed, and you have all these like, expectations for things, and they don't go to plan, and it's like,
I was gonna bring up gift
as happy
buying.
as they are for some people, they're also like just as miserable for other people.
Well, yeah, because there's this like we've commercialized it to death now, and so it's so like, what do you have a whole checklist you're buying, and this is if I could get a little like I could be a wet blanket and throw it on Christmas.
Do it. I'm already dripping over here.
Like my thing is that it's become like the sentiment makes sense. Like you appreciate people, you want to like give them gifts, like spread joy and cheer. Yeah. But it's become such like a checkbox. You're just like, okay, have I bought for so and so, so and so, so and so? And a lot of the times, like my side of the family, like we don't do lists, we don't do Secret Santas. My other side with my in-laws, we do. It makes it a lot easier. You buy for one person. You provide a wish list of like, hey, here's some things I might like. Here's some things I'm interested in. Makes it easier for the people. Everybody has a price limit. And so it's like you're getting not a bunch of junk. You're just getting like one thing, maybe two things, and you're going to like it. It's going to be high quality, and you don't have to worry about a ton of people. And then on my other side of my family, it's a crapshoot. Like mostly all of them, like, they make good enough money where like if they really want something, they'll buy it for themselves. My dad always tells me, he's just like, don't buy me anything. Like I don't want anything.
Yeah.
Like give me, he just wants like a card or like a nice photo or something, which I can appreciate.
Yeah.
That's great. But that's kind of how it is for all of them. It's like gifts are expected, but it's just so hard to buy for people. And sometimes you're buying stuff that's just like, I'm just buying to buy. Like I have no idea. Like it's just got, like, I might hand this to you and it might go right in the trash can because you don't need it. And it's just like yeah.
Like your brother's kids, are you going to buy them something?
Yeah, kids are easier to buy for. Most of the time, unless they have just like a ton of toys. But I think we've thought of something creative, and they're fun to buy for. Like I like buying for kids, but adults, it's like a whole other story because adults have their own bank accounts, and if you really want something and you have expendable income, you're gonna buy it for yourself. So,
dude, that's what you got to get. You got to get adult gifts, like Playboys and dildos, and
here's a pack of cigarettes,
like porn. Buy porn for your adult family.
And I like, not to be so much of like a downer on it. Like I really do like getting gifts. It's when it's like really hard and I feel like I'm at the point where if I can't think of something, I'm just buying just to buy. That's when I'm like, this is like not as fun. But are you buying for anybody?
I like never get my parents anything, and my dad's the same way. Like he's like, I don't need anything, but like I want to get something for him. Like I want to get. I'm like trying to think like I want to get something.
Get him an experience.
That's dude. I'm trying to think because like they'll be retiring eventually, and my dad likes golf, but I always get him golf gifts. It's like,
oh, I got one for you.
Which is like, what's that?
Right by their house, there's a foot spa. They do body massages. They're awesome.
Who wants a body massage?
Dude, I'm telling you, pretty reasonably priced. Just get them that as a gift card.
Okay.
You can do a couples one if you want. Bingo, bango. I don't know if they're into massages. Some people are like, I don't like my feet touched or blah, blah, blah. But if they...
Dude, my parents love having their feet touched.
There you go.
It's part of the holiday. It's part of the Christmas tradition.
But you have to write my name now from Vinny and Aaron. Because I hope you think of it if you do it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, my parents love having their feet touched.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I mean, you don't have any questions about that? You're not trying to inquire or dig
They
into
got
that a little bit?
foot fetishes? Both of them?
Not even that. They're like, all right, kids, time to touch our feet.
Vivid memories growing up. Time to touch mom and dad's feet.
Yeah, because growing up, we learned that there were the 10 Commandments honor. In my Bible, we had the 10 Commandments. It was like honor thy mother and thy father, and then it was like someone had scribbled in honor thy mother and thy father's feet.
Oh.
And I think my mom wrote that in my Bible.
She's trying to send you some messages. Are you
She's
getting
like,
it,
it's in the
Vince?
in the Bible, son.
see
You have
that?
to honor me and your dad's feet. This is getting weird.
Yeah, it is.
Well, who cares?
We'll take it or leave it, Vince. I can't
take what or leave what?
the gift suggestion.
Oh yeah, no. No, it's a great idea. Experience.
Or just get him a gift card to like a good restaurant. Be like, here, date night.
That's what
on
we've
me.
done before. I think we've chipped in and gotten him like a gift card to the Marble Room or something.
Ooh.
Do you know what the Marble Room is?
Yeah, I think that's like the fancy one in Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
It's like Cleveland's one fancy restaurant.
Yeah, dude. It's the Marble Room.
It's if you look on Yelp of all the restaurants in Cleveland, it's the only one with $4 signs.
It's wild.
That means it's super fancy.
Yeah, dude.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
The waiters are made of marble.
Oh, cool. Do they like slide over to you? Like,
yeah, they make like grating stone noises across the floor, like chess
Sweet.
pieces
Sweet.
in the Harry Potter movie.
Well,
anyway.
So,
all right, giving gifts. Talk about
giving gifts.
giving. Talk about sad New Year's.
Sad.
The holidays, dude.
Holidays.
There's other holidays, man. Like there's.
Do you do a resolution?
Yeah, but I never really I can't remember a resolution I actually stuck with that I was proud of.
Really? At all? What were some of the ones that you've tried?
I feel like I've had a resolution to learn Spanish.
Yeah, I actually remember you doing that. You did Duolingo for a while.
I did that. I got on Babbel for a little bit, and that was actually really helpful. Maybe Duolingo has upped their game, but that only takes you so far. When I was doing Babbel, I was actually I was learning it. I was starting to have dreams in Spanish.
Whoa. That must mean it's working.
It does.
I didn't mean that sarcastically. Probably came off that way though.
It did. Is very sarcastic sounding. Yeah, learn Spanish. What else would I have come up with? I don't know. Grow 4 inches this year. That's my New Year's resolution. I'm going to get 4 inches taller.
Are you going to get steel rods in your legs?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get that surgery they do to little people to add a couple
Could you imagine?
inches.
Oh,
I think you could only
imagine getting your body stretched dude.
I think they have
That
to
sounds
break
like a
your
torture.
shins.
Yeah, they probably have to break your legs and then it's probably exactly like you think there's going to be some very specific scientific method, but they're probably nope, we just take a sledgehammer, crack them in half and pull until you can't think anymore. Snap on some metal rods and you're good to go. Give you a Xanax. Or give you a morphine, whatever.
Well, yeah, because they would have to break the bone, kind of separate it, put a gap in your shin or whatever, and then the bone would grow back in.
Yeah, it was grafted to the rod or something. I don't know how it works, but I also I read somewhere that it's just the pain doesn't go away. Could you imagine having it done and then it's made your life just more painful and you just
dude,
suffer
with that
the rest of your life.
That extra inch, man.
Extra, maybe few. I don't know, depending on how long they can make you. Does the doctor say? Is there a limit? Okay, well, judging by your buddy.
The doctor's like, you know what? Honestly, this really isn't worth it.
We're only going to get maybe a half an inch out of it, so.
And it's going to hurt like hell.
Now,
I'm just going to get platform shoes for Christmas.
What I can offer you is stilts. Let me tell you, it's a lot less painful. A little bit of a learning curve, but.
You can pay to go to circus camp. And they'll teach you to walk on stilts.
What were some of your other, can you remember any of your other real ones?
No, I can't actually.
So I did one, giving up sugar. And I think I did that one for quite a while. At least a couple months.
Oh, so you do Lent for New Year's.
Yeah, I'm one of those, like, I'm not gonna... My resolutions are always, like, not doing this. The sugar one and alcohol. But I've gotten, like... I just don't drink that much anymore, and so that one's not even, like, a... It's not, like, hard to accomplish if I really set out to do it.
Yeah.
But the sugar one was hard because if you want to do it right, sugar's in everything. So it's like you're looking at labels and all that. And when I took it really seriously,
you know what you gotta do is you gotta be like if your wife goes to give you a little kiss, you be like, whoa, babe, I can't have any sugar.
Man.
Damn, dude.
Man, that's
funny. That was a good one. Just kidding, it wasn't. Chris, you've got decorations up?
We do.
Now that you're a new homeowner, Aaron, and now that you see what other people are doing to decorate, how are you keeping up? What are you doing to show that you are the most festive in the neighborhood? Are you doing that? Do you care?
I'd say on a scale of like 1 to 10 of like how extreme our decorations, our outdoor decorations are, I'd say we're at like a 2 or a 3.
That's not very high.
Not at all.
Is there anyone? Oh, dude, because growing up, you had that dude next to you, and I feel like I'm setting up like a fake scenario, but I'm not. You had the guy next to you that had like the lights, and they were linked to a radio station. Like there was outside, there was like on a big like digital thing, there was a radio station, and if you tuned into it, the music was timing up with what his lights were doing. And that was pretty sweet.
And I'll say that guy was ahead of his time in that, like, you didn't see that much, but now there's several houses that do that. It's still like an elaborate setup and they're few and far between. But, you know, we went out driving just to see lights the other night, and there's a couple that do it in our town now. It's really cool. It's awesome. But it's like what was this? That was 12, 15 years ago or something. I feel like it was a lot more rare. So it was really cool. Because I remember he would have like lines of cars outside of his house, like just parked, like looking at the show. But now more people do it. I bet they've commercialized it a little bit. You could probably go online and find like ultimate house lighting kit. And I've seen signs up like at grocery stores and like community centers that are like, we will like just post it on the road. We will hang your Christmas lights. Like call us. Like people probably making good money. That's just what they're doing, you know, for part-time work is because some people when they go all out and they're hanging on their roof and you got a steep pitched roof. I'm not trying to do that.
It's no joke, dude. It's no joke.
It's no joke.
It really isn't. You know, they've made, and jokes have been made about it. You see on TVs, in TV shows and in the movies, you know, the dad hanging the lights or whatever, and the ladder goes falling, and like that's not a joke. That happens. People get hurt. People get seriously hurt.
Is it
people
worth
die?
It? Well, let me ask. How many people you think
are going to die this year hanging up lights?
At
least one, right? At least one.
Or seriously injured. I think ladder accidents like are very common. Yeah, and I would assume that they increase during the holidays.
Did you say bladder accidents? People peeing themselves.
ladder, yeah. Peeing
Yeah,
on
I fell
the
off the
ladder.
ladder and I pissed myself.
Are you decorating?
We have a tree up. We got a little mini fake tree that Mary put stuff on. She put up lights. So yeah, we got some from the street. You look up, and people go, "Oh, look, they're look."
Are there a lot of
adding
people
to the
that
atmosphere?
they like add within their windows and stuff that you can see in their apartments?
On my street, the people directly across from us, like, yeah, there's a few people that put stuff up every year. My neighbor downstairs puts stuff out, which is always nice. He's got a little projector thing that projects like reindeer on the wall.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's around. Driving around, there's one house that they have a bunch of like Halloween shit up, and then they have a bunch of Christmas shit up.
wait, like they left their Halloween stuff up?
No, I'm just saying they're prepared for anything.
Oh, they have like both.
They go all out, Aaron, no matter what the deal is.
Getting beard hair in my mouth. I have to take the Santa beard off. Slowly stripped away all of my Santa Claus.
One house they had actually like they set up like a realistic like manger scene, but it's like it's Mother Mary or she's like mid birth. It's like the birthing part of it, and so it's like this kind of like animatronic like like this woman screaming, and then the magi are there, and then there's like. And Joseph is like, push, honey, push. And like all in like the animatronic voice.
Oh, that'd be such a good idea. That'd be great. Oh, I would love to come across something like that.
Manger
like,
scene
what?
mid-birth.
What? What is this?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, just like, that'd be cool.
People would freak out more about that than like the gnarliest, grossest Halloween decorations that you could ever imagine.
Oh,
But-
yeah, absolutely.
But if you show anything like that with Mary giving birth, oh man, it'd be the end of the world. Could you imagine? It'd almost be as bad as holiday Christmas or holiday cups from Starbucks.
I know.
Oh,
Can you imagine this showing not only the birth, but can you imagine showing the Immaculate Conception?
oh, be careful,
Imagine
Vince.
that.
You might get struck by a bolt of lightning for that.
Nah, dude.
Nah, dude. I can
Yeah, dude. Are you gonna go into Starbucks this year and be like, "Merry Christmas"?
I'm sorry, did you just say Happy Holidays? Ugh. I want a refund right now.
That'd be fun to do. That'd be fun to do, like a man in a Starbucks, where just film that, but it's so over the top. Like even they're not taking it seriously.
It'd
Be a funny bit to film. Like
people would become
I
a
was still
parody
going
of
out all the
themselves.
time, doing like.
I can't imagine where
Yes.
I'd be at my life where like I would expel that much energy about something so pointless. Do you have
because
that little like? Is it a phenomenon lately? Like, is there a societal shift happening? Because this goes into something else. Like I have relatives who work in like education, and they just talk about how like just exceedingly frustrating parents are now. Like parents are just the worst. They complain about everything. They're in their kids' business about everything. Like, my kids' pictures weren't good enough on this. Like, you need to retake them. This isn't right. You need to, like, they're just, like, don't they have lives? Like, and the same thing goes for the Starbucks thing. Like, you're just, like, you're consumed by something that is just so trivial, Like, do you really have nothing else going for you that like small things now are like breaking people?
Yeah, dude. Some people don't. That's the thing. People are their lives. They get into like, and even as this is coming out of my mouth, I'm like, don't make general statements. Don't judge people. But I'm just gonna, knowing that, I'm just gonna do it.
Blanket generalization. Go for it.
Yeah. Knowing that, I'm saying this, knowing it's a blanket generalization about people. My theory, is that. Because did we not talk about this last week about people? Who the heck was I talking to? I was talking to somebody about like getting addicted to like being like worried about stuff.
Maybe
I think I was talking to somebody else.
Yeah, I don't remember it on this podcast though.
And I was like, so I think people get their lives become rote, and they just go through motions. They get into a spot where they just, and so they just need something to complain about.
Yeah, well, I mean that's kind of like what with It's All Good. We heard so many times when we did like the big marketing push, like the bad publicity for the movie, is that what was always true was that the people that were most mad about the thing weren't the people who donated. It was like people that caught wind of the story.
Right.
It's always that. It's like you're not even directly affected. You're just so outraged about like something else.
Well, that's like
outrage about the outrage.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing where it's like that. Whatever thing that people do, where I'm not as bad as that. Like, look.
Mm-hmm.
Like look at those. If I yell at that and I make that out to be so bad, I'm not that bad. It's like when you watch Jerry Springer. Like I'm not that messed up. Look at these people. It's the same type of thing, I think.
Yeah.
I think also the news, Aaron. The news,
the media.
The media makes people angry.
Oh
my God! Did the 24-hour news
mad? Everything they tell me to get mad about.
Manufacturing rage.
Yeah.
Are people still mad about that though? But are they really? So is the? Because I feel like that's kind of that feels like old hat now. Like we're still getting upset about that.
Mad about what?
Happy holidays versus saying Merry Christmas.
I would love to confidently put a nail in that and be like, oh, we're past it. But I haven't heard much of it this year. Like, I haven't read anything about it, but like, I feel like it's always a thing. The war on Christmas, like it's just an ongoing war, and I don't know when the battle will be won. It's when Starbucks takes a stand and they confidently put Christmas. No, better yet, they put the nativity. They need to put an illustration of Jesus on their cup. And then maybe, like, what if they did like an ultra realistic like photo of Jesus like crucified like on their cups? Like they just went a whole Easter, 180.
No, we need the birthing scene.
Oh yeah, we need the birthing scene. But like they did the year round. You're right. Are you happy now? Here's Mary.
She's 8 centimeters dilated.
People don't mess around with that stuff. Speaking of coming back to the Christmas cards that we do, years ago, Julie and I did one. We just did like Mary and Joseph holding baby Jesus. So we dressed up. We like put some sheets and bands on her head. Like did the whole But in our arms, in the blanket, was our cat Charlotte. This was before we had kids, and it was like really funny. We thought.
I remember that.
But we had
one of the classic ones, dude.
We had some family. Some extended family that were like, kind of like, what was that about? Like they were,
wait, really?
Not like, they weren't like offended, but like you could tell they were a little like, oh, that was kind of like, maybe not the best shot on goal. So,
like, did anyone use the word blasphemous?
No, I don't think anybody said blasphemous. It was just like, when somebody it feels like, oh, pump the brakes, like. Careful. Dude. So maybe a little like that. I don't know.
Freaking lame.
But
I'm doing the same thing now. It's the same type of thing. Like, man, I can't. I'm not that.
Yeah, you're
not
outraged about the.
It's kind of fun to be outraged about it. Sometimes it's fun to be outraged. I will say that. Sometimes it's fun to hate on shit. Sometimes it's fun to experience the breadth of what humans can experience, like the human emotional range spectrum.
Yeah. Do you feel like you just let yourself go there over petty stuff just because?
I don't think I do it so much anymore.
Do you get road rage at all?
I can get road rage.
But you're on a little
slow.
moped, and I feel like that's a little different.
But even
Because your
driving,
life
dude,
is so... Oh, yeah, even driving?
like I remember like when I was in a car, like I feel like, and my mom has road rage too. Come on. Sometimes I get on the phone with my parents and they'll be driving and like 30% of the phone call is them like narrating, it's like them being mad at other drivers on the road. And it's kind of funny for me to listen to it. But yeah, they have road rage for sure. And my mom would be like, "No, I don't." But yeah, Mom, you're always yelling at other cars.
Everybody does. Louis C.K. had that great bit where he's like, you put two sheets of metal in between people, they will say the nastiest things.
Yeah. I get mad when people go slow. I had someone going slow in front of me. This was on my scooter, and I was like, "Come the fuck on, let's go." Or dude, you know what I freaking hate? When there's a yellow light and people don't pull out into the intersection to like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, "Go, pull up." Why didn't you pull up?
Yeah, well,
Especially because I leech onto him now. I'm like, you know how like a whale will have its babies swim with it? If there's a car going through a yellow, I get real close to it on my
do
scooter.
you really?
I'm like the little minnow with the whale.
I'm a piece
Yeah.
of this.
I am.
You
I
need
do
like
that
a little
lot.
grappling hook on the front, like a James Bond thing that you just suction.
like a plunger. Yeah, I get so mad sometimes. What do you get mad? What do you get mad at?
I think that social media tips me over the edge. Like if you're ever scrolling like I get mad about how other people act, like the lack of civility, which is kind of stupid, but like I get like it's not even like a mad, maybe it's not really depressed. It's just like kind of like it's just kind of like a frustration when you read people like back and forth, like the endless bickering.
Like you're talking about reading like comments.
Like if you go on any comments on social media or like Twitter threads of just people, like the back and forth, the predictability of like what people say, like how people are so rude and just downright nasty to each other, which like I get it. Like it's not shocking to me. It's just, it's like watching it all unfold and feel like there's no way out. Like it feels like it's only getting worse on social media, like the way people like treat each other and respond to each other, and like not seeing that anything is being done about it. Like I feel like it's like a trap, you know? Like it's not getting better at all. It hasn't since the birth of, social media. And like I'll like just reading that stuff, I'll get like frustrated. I'll get really mad. Just
Dude,
gets me all like hot and bothered.
That to me is a sign of people who are a little too ambitious.
You think so?
If you're commenting, dude, I hardly comment on anything. I don't remember the last time I commented on a YouTube video, on somebody's post, on anything.
Well, and that's what I got to remind myself of is like there's probably just a huge silent majority that are just like us that are reading.
Yeah, dude. We are the silent majority.
No, seriously, like reading like the bickering, but never. I'm the same way. I've not like couldn't tell you the last time I actually left a comment. But the people who are vocal and the ones that are like fighting and stuff, it's probably a small percentage.
Right, but the silent majority was like that was like what Trump voters called themselves.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely part of
silent
that.
majority. Yeah,
That's us. The moral majority, the silent majority. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to hate on stuff though.
I try not
to.
I jinx. Double jinx.
I jinxed you first.
We jinxed each other at the same time.
We said the thing, and I said jinx,
And then I said jinx.
and a full. Yeah, no, but that's why I said it before you.
No, your
It's
connection.
the whole point of
might just be-
jinxing. It's like touching the car to get shotgun. Like whoever does it first gets it.
How am I supposed to know you said when I'm watching the feed? It showed that we said it at the same time.
That we said jinx at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, for me, there was a delay. It's technology. It's not us.
Technology, man.
This is the problem. This is the problem with not going into the office. You can't jinx your coworker.
When are we going to do we need to have a real face-to-face podcast.
Dude, when I come home for Christmas.
You want to do it?
Yeah, we'll do it then.
Pretty
It's
cool.
gonna be weird.
Yeah, it might be weird.
Should we sit like with like a wall between us, like a?
Maybe I was thinking we could like kind of scissor on the floor,
Okay.
just like Indian style, but kind of like on top of each other. Because like I want to make sure that we could share one mic, so that would be like we would need to be really close to each other, and and then we could you could be on one side of it, and I could be on the other.
We're laughing, but we might actually do it
We might try it.
just because it's funny.
Might
It's 'cause it'd be
work.
funny looking.
Might work. Yeah, maybe we'll do a live one. We're approaching like 1 year of phone calls. Did you realize that? Our first episode that we published was in January.
Right, because this is also episode. This will be 44, and there's 52.
I think it would be 43.
Yeah. How many weeks are there in a year? 52 or
56.
I thought it was
56.
52. So we're approaching the
Well, and also we took a couple weeks off and stuff,
right.
so it's not going to be perfect.
How many weeks in a year? 52.
Damn, I was off. 52.
The leap cycle
weeks.
in the Gregorian is nice. Okay, cool.
Well, how do you feel?
Pretty good. We're at an hour.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you next week. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I feel good. I'm excited to see you for Christmas, and I don't know if you have New Year's plans yet, but maybe we can do something really boring together.
I don't have anything planned.
Dude,
I'll probably,
I want you to be up all night. We're going to have Welch's sparkling grape juice, like
can we
10
get
bottles of it.
salami?
Did your parents ever get you the sparkling, like, to make you feel like, you were cool and you could drink
they
with
did
them?
that for us. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll probably
had the real bubbles.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Because they might. The chances are like my mom will fall asleep before midnight. I'll probably spend it with them though, most of it, just because I don't
Why,
see
dude?
them as much.
What, do you love them?
I mean, no. I love my parents, dude. It's gay.
Love? What?
Shouldn't say that.
Oh.
I love my parents, dude.
All right, yeah, we'll get together either way. We're gonna have some fun times. Work couldn't end soon enough.
Expect a real live phone calls. Which, by the way, we did talk like 2 episodes. No, was it last episode? Is there any chance we would actually rebrand to say the Vinny and Aaron show? I don't know.
I'm not opposed to it.
Okay. I just don't know what that means for like everything that like do we have to like rename everything that's been posted? Like what
I'll
does
look
that
into
mean
it. I don't know. Maybe that all can live as phone calls, and then from then on out we just rebrand, and that's I don't know. We'll figure. There's a lot to talk about. We've done a year of phone calls. Maybe to switch it up.
2023 is going to be a big year for phone calls or whatever this is. We're going to have really high profile guests. We're going to have more topics. And
I just had a dream the other night of somebody that we had on the podcast, like that we would never have.
Joe Rogan.
It's funny that you say that, but I was like mentally there. I was just like, oh man, who would be an absolutely like insane to like why would they do this and have them on?
I reached out to some people. I like sent Tim Heidecker a message on Instagram. I was like, hey, do you want to be part of a podcast that like
Gets no views?
yeah, I kind of was like
No.
that.
Yeah, Tim's great, but he does so much.
Yeah, he doesn't know when being on a dumb little podcast.
All right, well, this was lovely recounting holiday
holidays.
cheering stories with you.
Yeah. Likewise, dude. Hey, Aaron. Merry holidays.
Merry holidays. Thank you, Vinny, for being PC and including them all.
You're welcome, dude. Because you know what? You know what holiday what the fuck am I trying to say?
I don't know.
You know what my favorite color is?
What?
Green.
I don't get it.
It's like I want all of the religions and holidays because I want everyone to send money to me. I don't discriminate, dude. I don't see the only color I see, Aaron, is green, baby.
All right, let's give Vinny a PS5.
Woo! Fuck yeah, dude. Give me that PS5. Donate.
All right, everybody. This has been Fonecallz, the holiday edition. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's phone calls.